Okay, so boom! The scene kicks off with Sasuke and Naruto standing on top of this beat up building ready to duke it out like the good old days. Naruto is over there warming up, doing 10 sets of bounce that ass, loosening up the knees, while Sasuke is just staring into the sky nonchalantly waiting for him to finish up. Naruto, per usual, doesn't want to hurt his little boyfriend, so he tells him that his main goal is to simply take him back to the village. But Sasuke, on the other hand, lets him know that he wants to take him down. And not in the cute little sparring way. He wants to take him down to hell. So Naruto, left with no other choice but to physically beat him, boots up his shadow clones, and in the blink of an eye, Sasuke is sprinting towards him with his sword cocked back. Naruto then boots up a Rasengan, but gets his shadow clone erased by Sasuke. So Naruto steps back and tries to plant that mug in his chest, but Sasuke blocks it with his sword? No, pause. Somebody tell me if I'm tripping. Is this not crazy? I didn't even know this was possible, but I guess we'll just chalk it up to filler magic. After blocking the Rasengan, Sasuke attempts to slice Naruto in half, but Naruto's not gonna let his Rasengan just go to waste, so he grabs Sasuke's arm before the blow connected, then tried to put it in his gut again. So Sasuke booted up a Chidori blade, then meets Naruto's Rasengan in the middle, and now our eyes are blessed with this beautiful aura-filled intense stalemate. Hold on though, this might be the real deal. The clash was so intense that it created an explosion which sent them both sliding back to opposite sides. So Sasuke decided to attack next and sends a ferocious fireball jutsu his way. Naruto easily flips out the way, then zips over to him and gets both of his kunai swings blocked. We then get dragged into a flashback Tsukuyomi after Sasuke says,
"Remember when I first met you back at the academy entrance ceremony?"
But when we get hit with the flashback, we see this man Minato standing right behind Naruto. What in the Naruto multiverse is going on here? Why does Naruto have a present father right now? What reality is this? This is that filler BS I'm talking about. They just be doing shit. What's next, a skinny Choji? Nah, I'm playing. Filler magic is not that powerful. That nigga is big in every universe. The flashback then cuts to Sasuke practicing his fireball jutsus, and while practicing, a poor little doggo begins to drown. Instead of jumping in to help it, Sasuke is just standing there watching the poor dog suffer. But lo and behold, the least little savior jumps in with no hesitation and saves the dog. Now, any normal person would have just been happy that someone saved the dog in general, but not Sasuke. Listen to this brat speak right now.
I was so mad at myself. I stood by the river and couldn't move. But you didn't even stop to think about living or dying.
Calling all Sasuke Glazers to the front. How can you support this? This is exactly why I'm a Sasuke hater sometimes. Just nasty and bitter. In the words of one of my favorite philosophers, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. Like, really think about it. You're mad that he's courageous and you're not. Make that make sense. Sasuke then starts throwing another tantrum, whining while trying to hit Naruto with his sword. But Naruto is easily weaving and deflecting all of his attacks. That was until Sasuke hit Naruto's kunai out of his hand, then sent that nigga flying back, stumbling to the ground. Now Sasuke is eyeing him down, filled with rage and sorrow, and this has Naruto very nervous because it looks like he's actually trying to kill him right now. So he quickly gets up and tries to dive for his kunai, but this demon rushes in at the same time and steps on the kunai just so he could not grab it. Sasuke then tries to slice Naruto open while he's rolling on the ground, but Naruto evades his attacks, gets back on his feet, then boots up a bunch of shadow clones ready to take this fight more seriously. Sasuke then gets more flashbacks to the OG Naruto days when that Rasengan shadow clone barrage used to be his go-to finisher, but Sasuke refused to go out like one of those sorry ass victims. All of the Rasengans did eventually collide with him, creating this giant explosion, but instead of seeing him laid out on the ground like Peter Griffin, the smoke clears and we see that this sinister boy has his Susanoo activated. Brother, is this really necessary? How about we just talk this out? He then takes out a majority of Naruto's shadow clones with one swipe of his Susanoo. So Naruto decides to kick it up a notch by activating his Sage mode, then booting up a giant Rasengan to dunk on Sasuke's head. But Naruto must not be familiar with the Susanoo because everyone and their mother knew this won't work. He tries to put that junk right through the Susanoo. But of course, the Susanoo punched that junk into oblivion. Sasuke then punches the ground around Naruto, forcing him to run until he finally comes to a stop and creates some more shadow clones to boot up a Rasen Shuriken. So he launched that junk at Sasuke like a frisbee. So Sasuke tried to catch it, but I guess all that rotation was just too much for him to handle, because that collision created this humongous explosion, destroying the building and sending Naruto flying. Sasuke then smashes the ground and sends this giant Susanoo wave at Naruto, and that junk must have hit him so hard that it knocked him into Kurama's dungeon. And now he's outside the gates asking him to lend him some power. Now I want you all to lock in and please pay attention to the crazy filler magic that is currently taking place.
Demon Fox! I mean, what's your name anyway?
My real name is Kurama.
And now this nigga is just nonchalantly staring him down in KCM2. If only it was that easy. Do you know the real trials and tribulations Naruto went through to unlock that? But now he just got it in the blink of an eye. No, I can't stand for this. You not no real hustler. My Naruto was a real trench baby. He got it out the mud. But this one's getting it out pristine, clean, sparkling water. Nah, this about to piss me off. Cut back to the box. With their newly found friendship, Kurama tells him that he should use a tail beast bomb to block his next attack, because he can clearly see Sasuke aiming a nasty giant Amaterasu arrow directly at him. So in the snap of a finger, Naruto is eye to eye with Sasuke's Susanoo, now in his iconic tail beast mode, and now the two of them are yelling each other's name while flipping through their fake filler flashbacks. Now I know I was giving the animators their props earlier, but I quickly take back every compliment given after seeing this, because who the fuck is this? Nigga looks like a venomous rat. That is Naruto. This is not my goat. After yelling for a bit longer, the two both let off their catastrophic attacks, and the collision was so lethal that it made Hiroshima look like paradise in comparison. The landscape was so decimated I genuinely thought the fight was over. Like, I can't even tell where y'all are right now. Genesis 1 verse 1 in the beginning ass landscape. Earth from scratch type beat. Now with the terrain looking the way it does, you think it was safe to assume that Naruto and Sasuke are in no condition to still continue the fight. But somehow, some way, these two pop out from behind the dirt clouds, sprinting towards each other looking like they just got jumped by two cheese graters, clothes just torn the fuck up, and eventually they get in within arm's reach of each other. So they simultaneously cock back their fists and throw a very intense jab. And in a beautifully poetic fashion, the two of them both get one planted on their cheeks by the other, and finally they collapse to the ground, putting an end to the fight. They do start flirting again, but honestly they should have just cut the cameras here. They talking about some—
You have always been, and always will be, my friend.
If I took a shot every time this nigga said the word friend in this small fight, I would be in the ER right now.
My friend, you're my friend. A punch from a friend should hurt. True friends are. My friend.
Matter of fact, replace friend with the word boyfriend and all of this would make way more sense. Overall, a nice little bite-sized fight. Even though this was all a Tsunade dream, I am never gonna turn down an opportunity to see these two niggas throw down, no matter how tough and annoyed I may seem. Sasuke is gonna get a G for go to therapy. This man was doing all this boxing just because he's mad that Naruto was better than him. All of that hate in your heart is not good for the soul. Go heal. And finally, Naruto gets an S for stop begging this man to be your friend. Even in an alternate universe with a present father, you are still begging for this man. Please seek help immediately.
I don't really wanna know. Shorty telling me her name. I don't really wanna know. Had to wake up, go to work. I ain't really wanna go. God be with me on my side. He be with me on the low.